Greetings, Old Fart Key Wester here, and if you have clicked on this video hoping to see the next episode of my Let's Fumble Through the Hobbit, I hope you won't be too disappointed to learn that I've decided to abandon that particular Let's Play. Not because the game's not fun, it is. Not because the game is a lot of trouble to record, it's not. Even in HD, it's still a beautiful, beautiful game, and it looks good, as you can tell on YouTube, as well as in the gameplay. But that having been said, I still recommend the game, but it's really not the sort of game that lends itself to a Let's Play. I'll give you another example of a great game which is beautiful but does not lend itself to a Let's Play, and that is L.A. Noire, where you play a detective and you do a lot of questioning of people and gathering evidence and solving problems, solving crimes. And the fact is that there's an awful lot of that game that involves walking around an alley looking at everything to find some little clue you can pick up and examine, and then putting it in your notebook and then going back and looking for another clue and so forth, which all of which is kind of like in the later dungeons of The Hobbit. In the bigger ones you'll spend probably 10 minutes of the 15 as Bilbo just jumping from pinnacle to pinnacle or from rope to rope, trying not to fall. And for every minute or two of interesting gameplay there'll be probably 10 minutes of just running around doing nothing, which in my estimation is about as interesting as watching paint dry. Now I could do what I've tried to do in the earlier episodes to some extent, and that is stop the recording during the dull parts and resume again when something exciting happens, but then there's always a chance you'll miss an interesting cutscene or something will sneak up on you and you'll end up having to re-record it because you didn't start the recording in time or something like that. So all in all, there are just too many pitfalls in making the video short enough to be interesting without losing too much of the game. I hope you understand that, and will forgive me for letting you down this way, the 3 or 4 of you apparently who have been following this all the way. And I'll be doing an LP sometime soon, on the next day or two. I have some things to do with regard to well, my cancer treatment, among other things, and also dealing with some of the government agencies regarding my benefits. I've got VA things to do and things like that. In real life, I'm sure you understand. So in the next day or two I'll be doing another LP, and here I'd like to get the advice or the opinion of the 3 or 4 of you who are probably watching this. I'm considering doing something that not everybody's done. Now, the Battle for Middle-earth franchise is very popular, and it's been done to death on YouTube, but looking around I found a lot of people are doing The Witch King, a lot of people doing Battle for Middle-earth 2, and a lot of people have also done Battle for Middle-earth, but inevitably they always do the good campaign. Everybody wants to be the good campaign. But the evil campaign is just as much fun in its own perverse way. Among other things, you get to destroy the Entmoot, you get to wipe out the Rohirrim, you get to conquer Helm's Deep, you get to lay siege to and destroy Minas Tirith, you get to command trolls and ballistas and rock throwers and as I said, the Nazgul themselves, and you even get to ally yourselves with the Haradrim and get you some war elephants on your side and some Haradrim warriors, which is kind of fun. I am fairly familiar with that game, so it wouldn't be a blind Let's Play, but for those of you who haven't tried it, you might want to consider it, especially since given the age of the game, you can now get some very good prices. You can get the complete set of Battlefield Battle for Middle-earth 1 and 2 and the Witch King all in one set for probably around $49 US, which is about what one game cost when they first came out. So something to consider, and I'd like to get your input on it or any other suggestions you might have for me in the next day or two. So just put them on the channel or send me an IM. Click on the send a message, and we'll see what happens. Thanks for those of you who have been watching. Welcome to those who are just discovering me for the first time. And I will be back. Arrivederci.